Hi, I'm Jessica Boyer, home stager, organizer, and life coach. I work with women to help clear the clutter both internally and externally so they can get to the root of what inspires them and start creating their own unique brand of impact. Follow me on this journey. Welcome to Create and Design, the beginning of dreams fulfilled. Hello everyone, I'm just popping in before I head out to a staging job. If any of you know, my line of work is pretty eclectic, so I am a stager as well as a life coach, and so I love these days. I love to be creative, and this is my opportunity to let that shine. But before I do that, I really wanted to pop in and follow up on my blog post from this week. If you read the blog post, you know it was kind of about that inner no, and when we say yes, when we mean no, like what that means for us. So if you haven't read it, please run out to createanddesign.com, click on Jessica's Journals, and read this week's blog post. It really resonated with me when I read the email when it came through the first time, and I felt like, oh my God, I have to share this with my audience because I am a people pleaser. And I know this, but I can also get caught up by it. So when you are a people pleaser, you tend to say yes. My love language is acts of service. So I love to do things for others. It's what makes me feel good, but also what I love to receive. And so I tend to say yes to a lot of things. Yet, I know when I am self-abandoning, I tend to get in the basement of that, and that's when I become resentful. I become angry and frustrated with others because they're not appreciating me for all that I'm doing. But what the reality is that it's nobody else's problem. It really truly is about me. And it's in those moments when I'm self-abandoning, when I'm not really listening to my true desire, and my true desire was to say no when I said yes, that's when I find myself getting caught up, and I tend to point fingers at others and, what they're not doing and how I have so much on my plate, or yada, 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 And I think many of us have been there. Many of you probably resonate with that just as much as I do. I play that martyr victim well sometimes. But I am wanting to also look at the fact that this can go the other direction as well. I work with clients, and I have had many that I have sat down with who have just the opposite issue. And what they tend to do is they have created a pattern of saying no to everything. And there are popular books out right now that, talk about, if it's not a hell yes, don't do it. Or if there's, my year of yes, and all those kind of, areas that people have spent time on themselves. And I am saying, you may resonate with one way or another. It doesn't make you wrong. I just want you to be paying attention. So when I shared that blog post about saying no because you self-abandon when you are saying yes to things you don't truly desire, that's because it really resonated with me. The people that I've worked with, when they're saying they're automatically saying no to everything, they're struggling with a different self-abandoning issue. And it is the same. It's still self-abandoning. A lot of them do desire to have community, do desire to say yes, but they have created such a pattern of no, or they've labeled themselves an introvert, or, they talk about their self-confidence issues, and they're not wanting, to be in the spotlight, or whatever the case may be. I have many different examples of why people are saying no immediately. But I just wanted to share that that's another form of self-abandoning. So I am asking you, when you're looking at it, reading about this, or watching this video, and thinking about yourself and your situations, not to wrong yourself for what you do or don't do, but to really stop and pause and say, what is it that I truly desire? Is this the go-to that I have created in my life, that I just service everybody and I say yes to everything because I have my fear of, missing out, or whether or not you're saying no because you have some social anxiety and you don't want to feel uncomfortable for those first few minutes when you get into a crowd of people, or whatever the case may be. Pay attention. One key piece when I'm working with all my clients is for them to really stop and listen. Our bodies are telling us stuff at all times, and many times when those second decisions need to be made and we have to say yes or no, our body is giving us some sort of indication of what we really do desire. So stop, pay attention, listen, and take this time to just be open to what you're discovering. And please don't judge. We're not here to judge. We're really here just to learn to appreciate and love ourselves more. So, with much love, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week. As always, the world is a better place with you in it. Join me again next time.